Wow. Sorry about that late start, guys. Had some technical difficulties and don't know what was wrong. Computer rebooted its own. Blah, blah, blah. If you're watching on YouTube, you might want to fast forward a couple minutes till we get going here. Wait for my chatters to gather. Hey, Vicki. Hey, Kory. Had a little technical difficulty. This I hate Minicam. Don't like it. So, hey, Joyce, Linda, Janine. Hello. I don't know what the heck's going on with this thing, but it's driving me crazy. Hey, Denise. Hey, Tara. Hands are freezing. I actually came down here and got somewhat organized earlier today. Hey, CB. After doing a project like those panels I just finished, oh, it was a wreck down here. Oh my gosh. I finally unpacked all the papers from the retreat, cleaned up all my mess, and yeah, put all my little bits and pieces that were in that little basket. I had to find a bigger basket because I got so many of them. So I thought I'd do another collage. Robyn McClendon style gala. Don't touch the keyboard, Gail. Hey, Kim. Janine, my foot's doing really well. I went to the doctor Thursday. He wants me to wear the surgical shoe for another week. The skin was healed. I can take a shower fully now without my leg hanging out of the shower, sitting on a chair. He said I can try a soft shoe starting tomorrow. And then I see him in 2 weeks from last Thursday. He said that he wants me to stay low key because he doesn't want me to do anything that could cause trauma to my toe because of the way he was in working on the bone at the joint. He said that'll take 4 to 6 weeks to heal, but the skin's healed. So, it is what it is, but it's good. Hey, Joan, Dot, Elizabeth. Who did I miss? Okay, so when I unpacked from the retreat, I finally found my 2 stamps that I knew where they were. Xander gave me this metal tin to travel with my jelly plate. So hey, Regina. So in an effort to, pack in as much as I could, I had these 2 stamps smashed in with the jelly plate, and look how it kind of puckered from laying on the jelly plate when I peeled it off. But this one I've never even used, and look, it's puckery. I mean, it'll be okay because I'll lay it down and press on it, but anyway, so I thought I'd do another little collage, but the last one I did, the first one I did for the Robyn McClendon Jelly team bit using her printable papers was this one, as you guys may recall. But I'm not wild about the paper in this journal. It's thin. It buckled a lot while I was working on it. I mean, it came out fine, and I like it, but it was, I don't know. So I got the set of the watercolor journals. We'll see how these work. And this is what they are. They're the Arteza cold press, dual-sided, blah, 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 blah. 64 pages, 110-pound watercolor paper. All right, you got a set of 2 on Amazon for, I don't know, $20 or something. Hey, Susan. Hey, Jan. Jamie. Hey, Claire. Jerry. Good to see everybody piling in. Thank you. So I thought I'd do another one, but I'm going to do it in the watercolor book. Actually, this first page looks like I could do one right there if I wanted, but we'll go in here. So I pulled out, as I was cleaning up, I pulled out some pieces of paper that I might want to choose from. This is that, I love this paper. This is that real linen finish kind of paper that Kathy found when we were in, hey Jackie, first time in chat, yay. Glad you made it, welcome. Hey Lane. Kathy found in that, it was a thrift shop in a photo album, and it was like the fly sheet between each of the pages for the, where you put the photographs. You see, there you go. See the texture in the paper, and it's kind of see-through. See my pinkies behind there? And it gives a really cool texture because of that. It looks like it's linen. But I pulled some of these out. This is one of the backgrounds I did with the gala. Am I not focused? What's going on? The gala technique with pulling the, hey Kathy, pulling the papers off the wet jelly plate with that black flash paint. Hey Judy. Right. This is a print that Bonnie gave me when we were in Arizona, that she did at home, where she kind of double exposed the pictographs and had some gold foil on it. I'm going to try to use a piece of that. This was just a piece of something. This might have been onion skin. I don't know. But anyway, I balled it up. It was coffee stained. I balled it up and I spray painted on it a little bit. So we'll see what happens with that. Hey, Rachel. Pull in a little bit. Whew, my hands are freezing. And this was a jelly plate. Those of you guys that were just on Xander's stream, I don't know if you can see this. She was showing you the crackle stencil for those who can't find my crackle roll-on stamp. But I think I like her stencil better because see, can you see this pattern? They're all kind of connected on that roller. So it's a little more contrived looking than an abstract crackle would look. But I might use a little hunk of that. And here's some of this paper that we coffee stained out in Arizona. So these were the pieces I was, hey Darlene. Welcome. So we'll just throw some of these around so I can look at what I got. I do like this, but I think it's too big. Oh, maybe not. I might be able to get that whole thing on the background. Or do I use this one? The shiny. I don't know how that one's going to glue. Maybe we try it. So this is the Arteza watercolor one. The paper's a little thicker for me. Where's my Robyn papers? Oh Lord, I cleaned up. Now, can I find them? No, really, can I find them? Come on, I just cleaned up. Patty bought the ice paints. I'm sure you did. I like the one you didn't choose. This one? I might still go. I didn't really choose yet. I'm sneaking up on it. I got to get it in my head what it's going to look like and what I might do with it. I thought I threw those in here. I see bits. Oh, here they are right on top. Hello. That's one from the, I think from our Patreon. So if you're a member of Patreon, you get a lot more printables every month. Another plaid sale for 20%. Oh no. All right, I want to find the one, this one. I think I'll make some tape out of that. And I'll look at these when I decide what color direction I'm going to go in. So these are all the printables. The link, when I get finished this, I'll add to the video for March that Robyn is putting on her Teachables page for a free download this month. There's 9 different pages. Walter, glad you're here. They're on her Teachable site for free this month. There's 9 different sheets of collages. And the one you saw me use last time has the big circle missing in it. But this was one of her handmade marble papers she did years ago and still had the image. So Robyn asked myself and Rachel Bellamy, who was in chat, Soul Rain Art, Vicki Ross, who was also in chat, and Archaeologist is Kory Lynn's YouTube channel. We're all on Robyn's Gelli team. And we will be doing videos at least once a month. This will be my second one, but I just felt like doing another collage. Hey, Shauna. And we'll have links to each other's channels and product pages if anybody sells anything, which reminds me, I got a restock in my stamps for my Etsy shop. And somebody was asking me about the one that has, I just moved it, that's concentric circle stamp in it that I use. That's one of my sets. That's set number 1, and that's now back in stock, but I can't remember who asked me about it. I'm going to have to dig through emails and messages to see if I can figure that out. But anywho, yeah, so grab those free downloadables while you can. I think I'm going to, before I'm pushed into a decision by anyone, Gala, I think I'll whip some tape on here. And let's see how wide. Too narrow, too wide. I can get 3 strips on there. We'll go that way. Oh shoot, there goes my tape rolling the other way. How is that not fitting in here when I just took that out? Okay, this is, I think Xandra has this in her shop. It's 4-inch wide, really strong double-sided tape. And Xandra's shop is paintandpaperstudio.com. I think I'll start over here with this side. All right. You're baking like mad. What are you making me? Should I expect it in the mail? Well, here we go. Not going to do what I did that last time. Yeah, there's Xandra's site, Rachel. Gala just put the link up. I don't know if she has all the different sizes, but I know she carries that big one. The big one. Come on. And of course, I'm just kind of eyeballing this because it's what to do. Hey, that went down without a fight. That seemed like a weird... Okay, never mind. It's okay. Oh my God, we were laughing. Chelsea sent us some videos of Owen riding that little John Deere tractor, the little motorized one that runs on a battery that my brother got him for Christmas or his birthday. I don't remember. They're close together. But anyway, they have a hill in their backyard. and he was going down the hill. He makes a turn, gets on a plateau, comes across, and then makes a turn and comes down the hill. And it's not a gigantic hill. Chelsea's holding the baby and filming him. And Pete's, he was doing something in the yard. I don't know. But Chelsea kept telling him every time he'd go around there, Owen, don't turn the corner so sharp. You're going to flip over. Well, guess what? He flipped over. She screamed, went running to him, and he was fine. But I know she was holding the baby, had the camera in her hand filming him, and the camera went flying. She went running across the yard. That's a little heart. Getting rid of the little bit of white space on the end here. And making some washi tape out of these little strips of collage fodder. Hey, Gail. Hey, Zay. That was a mouthful. Prima Marketing, Finnabar, Art, Extravagant Sculpture, Medium, Clarati. I was on there some of the time, Gail. Did you get anything? Get rid of these little white bits here. Well, I might as well cut these all up, since I gotta get rid of the white bits to use them. I don't know which of these I might use. But we'll cut them all up. Was it in your clipboard for some reason, Z, and you hit that by mistake? Oh, sure, trying to pressure sell us. I don't think you have to do that. With this group, I don't think there's anything about pressure selling. Oh, they may call you an enabler, but they like it. Ask me how I know. This is my extent of fussy cutting for those of you who don't know me that well. I don't have the patience or the steady enough hand for it. I think it's more patience than anything else. Like, oh God, get this over with. That's why I can't color. Oh, back in the old coloring book craze a few years back, I thought, I can color. Got a few books, some colored pencils. I can't color. We went one night to the Queen's Ink when they had like an open class where you just go in and bring your stuff and hang out with everybody. And I thought, I'll just take my coloring stuff. That'll be easy. Yeah, well, I took it. I did one page. Hated the whole time that I was doing it. And never touched it again, and gave it all to my mom when I talked her into coloring. So, yeah, can't do that. Can't do it. I'm combining water bottles. I know that's a little off topic here, but they're in my way. And I need to do that. Patty didn't see the circle stamps. They're in the set number 1, Janine. If you blow up the picture, you'll see them on there. There's several different versions of it on the same set. And I just updated the inventory and everything today. So it should be there. All right. Gosh, my desk is so clean. I hate to mess it up right away, but I will. I always like to work on this side instead of just doing a spread. Maybe because I'm right-handed. I don't know. So this, if I did this, that would all fit on there. If but I don't want it all covered, so I'm going to have to tear this out. I wonder if this paper, if I can use that wet brush technique like Robyn was showing the other day. Hang on, let me look real quick. See if I can give you a link here. All right. There's a link to the set with the circles in it. Hey, Monique. Let's see. I have a little brush. Oh, yeah. It does. When the fibers get wet, it just pulls apart like it does on tissue. And this is the calligraphy paper. This also has a little bronze image of the zodiac stamp that Xandra sells. It's not really a stamp. What do they call it? A texture. Texture. It's not a plate either. What the hell is it? And this is much easier. I'm glad Robyn reminded me of this. I used to do this on tissue, but I never thought about it on calligraphy paper. And it tears silently. Hey, Nana. What? This is on the calligraphy paper. That was coffee stain. Oh, see, I'm going to send you a little package as soon as I can get my arse to the post office. See how this works. Look, get right up in that curve. Come on. Cool. Look at you. Me likey. Okay. So this one I'm going to put away for another day then. I wasn't ready to part with it anyway. I should try taking a copy of it and see how it comes out. You know, I wonder if, since this is watercolor paper, if I could splash some watercolors in the background. I wonder what that would look like. Looks like a swimmer. Ah! Gail and Kim. Okay. I can't win. Oh, bless me. Did that help? So do I want to splat some watercolors in the background? I feel bad having so many and not having used them. And how long? I don't know. Let's just glue this sucker down. We'll think about that on another day. But do I want this down on the bottom? Do I want to cover that? Do I want a little bit of backgroundy stuff first? Yeah. Need more plain. I don't know. I kind of like it just against the white. And then do what? Well, we'll figure that out then. Ah, cold finger. Maybe I can work some of this in. I never did use that. I'll put that on top. Okay, let's do a little hunk of Gelli out here. And I'm going to use both blues because I think this is going to be... You hear my computer fan running, probably, Jackie. I don't know why it won't stop running, actually. Who knows? All right. Oh, I should have taken a picture of this, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I have? Don't be stupid. What'd you say you were going to do? Use 2 kinds of glue so you didn't tear the fragile paper. So let's do that. A booger on my finger. All right. Here we go. How did that come all the way over there? I don't know. Gayla, I sent you several squares of toilet paper so you have a stash, no me. Well, the other day I asked her if she could spare a square. I guess she could. Nothing else. She's generous to a fault. I have some of this. I have no sticky right here. So for those of you, I don't know if you guys all know, most of you probably do, and I think a lot of you are on there, that Robyn has a Patreon page, and she added recently a new level where she's going much deeper into book art and different types of bindings and configurations for different books. So if you're into any of that, or if you're there and you didn't know that, she had a $1 tier, a $10 tier, and now this one's a $25 tier. And she's putting out a lot more videos. for that, and a lot deeper and more behind the scenes how-to stuff. Oh, hang on. I'm going to take a picture of this image. I'll crop it and mess with it later. Okay. Okay, there we are. We're done. All right. Now what? I've been wanting to use a hunk of this. Seems like a good time to do it. Maybe just a little shimmy of that down the edge, these little partial bits like this. Robyn actually did something similar in one of her videos the other day. That might have been on Patreon, I'm not sure. Told Dave if the neighbors start missing the curtains on the wall, that's their sign that we ran out of toilet paper. Laughing, and it's not funny. I think that's enough just to look kind of funky on there. I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. Maybe a little snip of that down here. I don't know. I'm going to cut it out. Water cut it. Out of there, not too much pain. This might clear. There. Hers loosened up there when she read it. Right where they're joined there. There you go. Pretty good. Or not. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Now let's just hang on to this one for future possible usage. Too much alike. It's kind of got those brownish colors in it. But where will you go? I hate to break that up now that I see it on there. I don't know. I'm a little stuck. Excuse me. Who came in? Hey, Andrea. Welcome. I heard people on, Sandra, I think it was on your stream, talking about their cities are now shutting down bars and restaurants, carry out or delivery only, which I'm sure it's only a matter of time until most of us go there. So I wasn't sure, you know, for Maryland, we're not allowed to have any gatherings over 250 people. And I don't know how they would police bars and restaurants. I know we have a big bar area, Fells Point. It's a big deal for St. Patrick's Day, and the Patty is making with the stuff on her desk is gorgeous. I don't either, Andrea. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Hey, Kathy. Where did I start? I started with that. From a piece of calligraphy paper I made at the retreat and just cut it with the brush and water. Now what to do? This is really translucent, so I'm thinking I might use this in a different way at some point. That's the wrong color. We can get rid of that one. All right, let me rifle through here and see what else. I love this piece of stuff. See little bits and all this stuff that I like. Oh, these are different papers. Oh, here's another one from, that must be from Patreon. This one was from Patreon. This is a good color with that. Maybe something like pow, in your face, different color kind of thing. Why do I want to keep putting something in this color? The corner. I don't know. That's not too bad, actually. Getting rid of all this stuff. I'm just saying. Yeah, this little bit of a jelly plate print that's left over. I'm just throwing some stuff out here to audition. I found my little striped papers I was talking about the other day. I knew they were here. Didn't know where. There's that piece that was on my desk on my cleanup paper the other day. Oh, what about some of this? Some of that. All right. Where did we get with that? I pull out papers ahead of time and it doesn't, I'm no better off. Hey, Pat. I'm no better off than where I started. See, here's one of the pieces I practiced with the other day. With those wall hoodoo bobbers I did. I have to cut a little bit more in off of there if I did that. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Just thinking. This is a cool jelly print. Apparently I used some of it somewhere. Dave and I were in Costco the evening that our governor made the announcement about schools closing for 2 weeks and activating the National Guard and all this kind of stuff. And even though we don't really buy into the crazy, if you don't, and everybody's in there buying up everything, then you get nothing. So there's a fine line of, you don't want to go cray cray, but at the same time, you don't want to go hungry. So off we went to this Costco. And it was interesting, if nothing else, I can tell you that. That's interesting. Patty is the dragon of paper hoarding. It's all pretty and sparkly. Are we talking about using that for survival? If you know what I mean. But anyway, for you guys that aren't familiar with the Costco, it's a huge big box store, we call it, where you can buy things in bulk. You can't really see the scope of the store here. I'm just going to show you a little video. Anyway, the line was from the front of the store, the cash registers, completely to the rear of the store, which is a hike. And then you made a left and you went completely to the other end of the store. So it was like a gigantic L shape. And then it was multiple lines through various aisles that fed into that. Yeah. It was, actually people were more civil than I start. Of course, the next day we read where there were brawls and Costco's around us. But I wanted to show, I'll show you some still pictures Chelsea sent of their Costco at the close of business. There's the meat counter. This one, look at the freezers are all tumbled empty boxes. Yep. So you can't buy any sanitizing products. You can't buy, here's the bread aisle. All those shelves gone, tables gone. Yeah, you got to be smart. I mean, I don't like to buy into the crazy, but like I said, it forces you to play your cards that you might not wanted to play, just to make sure you and your family are taken care of and have something at the end of the day. I'm going to cut this out and think about this one here. Yeah, ours are out of a whole lot of stuff. You can't buy sanitizing products anywhere, including Amazon, unless they stocked up this afternoon, because they still weren't available this morning when I looked. Dog food was selling out. I did place a Chewy order in time to stock up for the precious ones. However, yesterday when I went to my mom's to take her, picked up a bunch of stuff for her and did her laundry and stopped at the store for her and had food prepared and supplied and stock her freezer up. I stopped at a Walmart to get a couple things thinking, oh, this is not going to be good. But actually, I caught them as they were restocking some off-brand toilet paper and paper towels. But as they put them on the shelf, they were gone. It was like the guy should have just handed them to the next customer instead of putting them on the shelves. I don't know. That's all kind of corners going on there. I don't like that. I don't like it. $20,000 of hand sanitizer. Yeah, SOB is probably going to try to resell it. Yeah, they were when I looked today, because usually we get Chewy orders the next day, and this was probably Thursday night that I ordered it, and I looked and I saw tracking numbers and it still wasn't here as of today, and I looked on the website and it was out of stock. I thought, oh snap. But anyway, ours did ship. They went out of stock after, and I didn't order enough to put them out of stock. That's a pretty piece of paper. I don't know if you guys can really see that. That's one of my stencils, one of my round ones, with a whole bunch of different color paints and PBO in there. I do like that. So let's try something like that. That's too straight. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. No likey, no likey. I do want to get a piece of this. Do I just want to run it here? And let that cover part of it, let it run into there. For those of you who are new, I tap my fingers when I'm thinking. Just thinking. Just playing and thinking. Why is it my fault, Vicki? Always blame it on me. That's all right. I can take it. Huh. Well. You never should listen to me. Don't you take your laptop with you and have it on your desk while you're working? Like the rest of us normal scholars? Now I'm kind of stuck, so I'm just auditioning all kind of different crap here because I don't know what I'm going to do next. Just when I think I have enough little bits, then a loss. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Nope. Nope, don't need that since I did this. Or do I need a little bit up there? I need that little schmutz right coming down there, maybe? Oh, well, this one's got rounded corners. That's going to screw me up. Let's just see. I don't know. I feel like something needs to intersect this. It's got to overlap somewhere. Robyn, hey! I'm at the same stage. I'm sitting here like, okay, I love this, but I just can't figure out what else I want to do. I brought out a bunch of little bits. I hate to break up this little swirly gig going here, but I feel like I want to. On the other hand, maybe cut some of these little stamps out and use some of these. Maybe get rid of that and put some stamps kind of clustered down and through here. Oh, that's a pretty piece of that's look how interesting this one piece is. And I think this one came from Patreon. This script, the little donut here of text. And all these stamps, kind of a blurry one here, all these postage stamps here. I don't know what that is. Some kind of receipt or something. All kind of good stuff in there. You repeat the same shapes. I don't think I'm much of an inspiration right this minute, Kathy, because I'm stumped. I've stumped myself. That's upside down, but who would know that but us? Oh, shoot, I tore that little stampy edge on that one out of there. That wasn't too smart. I kind of like that red, though. Maybe I can just make it kind of ragged enough to not be missed. Maybe I can tuck it under that little loose spot. And no one will know, except for all of us. I just hate to break that up. Although that's, I don't mind that right there. I don't mind that. Get ready then, Gayla. I'm sure I'll make a wrong move. Tearing some ragged edges here. You know, I think I have some stamps. That would leave that out. All right, let's change gears. I'll look for something else red. Oh, how about this little edge down here? Maybe. Or this one. I wonder if this resume paper will water cut with the water on the brush. Let's have a go, shall we? That stuff everywhere again. I just cleaned up this morning. Still like one of these. Where's that beigey one? Here. The coloration here. But it seems a little contrived to put it there, just straight there, doesn't it? Let me let it, maybe it'll grow on me. All right, let's try the water thing again. All right. That's it right on there, didn't you? Let's see if this will work. Oh, and it's making my ink, my toner, look kind of watercolory, which is kind of cool. Where it's getting wet. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I better say it out loud before I forget it. I'm going to splatter this with water and let it have some watermarks. Since it's going to... Whoop. Apparently that one wasn't wet enough. So resume paper does work. Let's just have a little splat. See what happens with that. It is, look. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. That kind of grunges it up a little bit. Cool. Let that sit for a second. Yeah, Monique, I heard, I think it was on Xander's chat that they were saying Chicago, and I think it was Chicago, and I'm not sure. Shauna, is Shauna on? I'm not sure where Shauna lives, but I think she said that also where she lives, that they are shutting down bars and restaurants and only allowing carry out or delivery. Rachel, is your part 2 video up now? I didn't get a chance to look yet. Rachel did a Robyn McClendon video for the Gelli team, and it's I think a 3-parter where she's doing different things with her papers. And one thing she did that I thought was really interesting was all these papers, she printed them out in black and white, and then she's colorizing the paper with different products that she uses, which I thought was pretty good. Gayla, I know you're shocked. But look what it's doing. Mama like that. Now let's see what we can do with that. Can we just make it a border? It's a little short, but I could. I want to just make it down there. Huh. I think Xander was saying that they have a curfew in New Jersey. Yeah, the toner. I forgot about that. What a trait. So do I want it down here? Do I want it down the side? Where it's a little bit short, but I can always fill in the bottom or the top with something. I hate to lose that curve right there. I guess I could tear it off more. Nothing saying it's got to be right there, right? That's where I tore that edge anyway. So that was my little art fairy telling me, no, you're going to screw it up anyway. Just tear it more. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll just tear it around there. Go in a little deeper here. Where are we? Ah, got my curve back. I don't know. That's kind of good. Hey, Terry. I had myself on a 2-week quarantine after my foot surgery. Now we're working from home this coming week. They want us all working from home. And that'll be 3 weeks, and I bet that turns into 4. Like, whoo, Mama needs to get out of the house and socialize. Blow the stink off, as my mother used to say. Get the hell out of here and go blow the stink off. Bless her heart. Okay, let's get some of this stuff down. I'm just going to kind of Where is it here? Somehow, some way or another. I might put another one. Where did they go? There we go. I like that black edge on that one. Oops. So I can fill in that little hole right there. Maybe. What will I put down there? Do I bring in a bit of color? How the hell did that go? Put some color in there. I don't think so. Or do I want to go down here? Oh, I'm a little stuck. But I think it needs a little something over here. Does onion skin do the water cutting thing? Let us see. Feels like it wouldn't do that. Yet it does. I only ever used to use this for tissue. Saw Robyn doing this the other night and I thought, hey, I remember doing that, but I didn't even think about trying it on these other papers. I don't know why. Oh. I like this black line on there, but I don't want this straight edge. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right at the moment. Let's see what we can get there. More red. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Kim, because I was sitting here a minute ago thinking, what else red do I have? And as I was cleaning up, remember I tested that ready orange ink? Hold the phone. Maybe a little streak of this down here. Which red? That looks too orange, doesn't it? Split it and put stamps in between. Split it. Split. What are you talking about, Janine? I missed it. I missed it. It does look orange. This one looks red. It's kind of metallic, though. I forget what ink I used there. See the sheen in it? Which is not a bad thing, actually. Yeah, this looks like a hunter's blaze jacket. This one looks kind of red. Let's see. Well, let's just do this at first. Let's just cut her right down here. See how yummy that cuts? Bless you, Robyn, for eating that the other night. All right. All right, I got to trim some of this extra paper out of here. So, pardon my head down at the moment. That, what was that called? That starch paste glue we got the other day. And I used it on my boards that I just did. That they say is good glue for rice paper. That really did pretty much make the rice paper close to translucent. So maybe that's how I'll put this piece down. If I figure out I'm going to use it. I have to get rid of most of the stuff around here that I can. That's just me. Personal preference, I guess. Did I do it again? Come on. Telling you, they are following me everywhere I turn. No, I didn't. Don't be telling stories on me. So if I went like from here, so maybe have this down here and let this disappear under it a little bit. And then maybe stop at this one. What does this look like to you guys with this down the bottom? Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm all cockeyed here too. Hang on. Probably help if I looked at it straight myself. Come on. So imagine this was cut off here. And that kind of disappeared underneath there. And then maybe I do something with embossing. One of Seth's stamps or something somewhere in here with the red. And call it Color Me Done. I think that might be okay, actually. Let's just do it. More action and less blabbing. Keep that piece for later. And turn that off. All right. Gosh, I didn't realize how much I have to concentrate sometimes. I'm not even talking. All right, let's assume that's what we're going to do. Yeah, don't get crazy. Where did I put it? Here it is. This is the stuff I'm talking about. The Yamato. Where are you? Starch glue. I'm still not looking. Oh, you're wishing too much, Eileen. Very thirsty. Okay, a little brush. So I'm going to glue the back of this with this stuff. And it is a pretty snotty consistency. But I was mindful first time I did it, I was not mindful of the edges. But I was when I actually used it on my board. And I'm glad, because the little sample that I did, if you guys remember, when I didn't get it really glued right at these frayed edges, they still look white where I wanted them to disappear. So when I did it on my boards, those cradle boards, I was mindful of those edges, and they pretty much disappeared. Now, I will tell you that when they're hanging on the wall and the light hits them a certain way, I can see the kind of matte finish is different on the glued scripting pieces I put on there than the Kmart varnish that was on the original watercolor Yupo background that I had on those boards. But it's really not that obvious, and it has to be hitting it just right. And I'm the only one that knows that I didn't want it that way. So let's not tell the others. Okay, so let me get this one up here. Move over. Come on. Don't puff off on me. That is, but that's okay, because I wanted to turn it a little bit there. Get that angle. Okay, hang on. I'm not going to rub this. I'm just going to push this with my bone folder. It's very fragile. And I'll be back to chat in momentarily. There we go. Okay, now I want to go over it with a thin skim of this stuff. Somebody asking about that glue again. I'll show you the label in a minute. I'm going to put another little coat on top of this to try to get this to disappear. Let's see if that's going to really disappear over that. Yeah, I'm starting to see the black come through there in the beige. Can you guys? Oh, hell, you're way off screen. Sorry. That's when you know I'm concentrating, when I don't even see what you guys are looking at. I'm glad that ink didn't reactivate. I wasn't sure what this was. I think it might have been one of those, is it J. Herbine 1670 maybe? It might have been the red one. Although, as I say that, I usually see different colors come up in that when it dries. A gold and a green and orangey color come up with the red. And this, it did get a little bit of orange where this flared out into the rice paper. I mean, the calligraphy paper. Well, I guess that is rice paper, actually. Okay, walk away from the glue. Here's the label again if somebody was asking about that. Yamato. Not going to focus for me, are you? It's okay. Starch paste. Really? Let's try it again. Really? Come on. There we go. Starch glue. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to put this on. Down here, I suppose. Do I want that down there? No, I'm unsure. Of course, I would have brought this down off the page if I didn't put that there. I always have people ask me, you would be surprised how many messages I get offline. What was the name of that glue again? Where did you get that glue? I try to address that when I can show the label, but somehow I guess they skim through the video and don't see all the informative bits. Okay, Judy, I think just had a seizure. I'm not sure what she's typing there. Totally confused about the blue. The blue? What blue? Whether or not I'm going to put this in? No. Nope. Yeah, the glues, I got it on Amazon. You would be surprised. Or do I want to cut it here? And let more of that show. There we go. Use your head for something other than a hat rack. I'm quoting my mother at every move tonight. Bless her heart. All right, let's get this bad boy down so I don't change my mind again. What was under here? Apparently nothing. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Where did I put it? I'm just going to get this all pumped up in here, but I'm going to try it. Yep, that wasn't the right one. Okay, how about that? Okay, now I've got to try to curve this myself. Watch this just hose it up. My 1/4 rounder was jammed, and I went to use the other one, and it was like a hole punch instead of a quarter rounder. That's not nice. Oh, punch my hole right out. April, I've been putting IKEA units together in my studio, just finished. Yay, you'll love those. I like putting the IKEA stuff together, to be honest. I like that sort of thing. Don't know why, but I always have liked to put stuff together. Should I try to do that? Yeah, maybe so. Actually, I can always get rid of it. Not like that little white edge hanging out of there. So we'll try to be clever. And I'll trim the rest off with the scissors. It hangs out past the page. Okay. I do too. That reminds me of Legos. Okie dokie. So now I'm thinking something to kind of unify, or not unify, but put another, like a little, maybe a third area of a little something red in there. Give me a moment. Oh, there we go with the chaos house blouse color. Oh, I think we will, because I don't think any of these other reds are the right reds. They're all off. We tested them, and not a one of them was an appropriate red color. I guess I'd have ink that would be, but I think emboss it would be dramatic. Should I use one of these, maybe? I can't believe I've had these for about 10 years. And I only ever used this one the first time the other day after I relocated them. Some of these are pretty interesting. I don't know where that one would fit right now. You know, I make a lot easier decisions when I'm down here by myself, I gotta tell you. You guys are always hard to help. Send pics when done. I don't know who you're talking to, Kathy. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. I don't know why that reminded me of this, but look at these two little wooden stamps I got the other day. I love this one. I can't wait to use it. Maybe if I finish this, we'll do a little jelly printing. Real quick like. What were these? Well, these were all kind of celestial things. I don't think I need a sun in there. Well, going in the stamp drawer. Oh, maybe this. Maybe this little circular thing of Seth's. I haven't used that one forever. Used it a couple times when I got it. Maybe something like that in here. It wouldn't cover up the black so much underneath it. Do I let it go into the stamps? I think I'll use that. Oh, look at these I found in my dash. Some scripts. And this one. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I'll use this one. That might look kind of cool. Just a little blob down there with halvesies maybe. Or like I set up into the stamp. Huh. All these decisions. How does one do this? I kind of like this one. But this is a thicker powder. Some of those bits are pretty thick, and that's a really fine design. But so is this. You know what? We're going to do the circle. I am so tired of thinking. My brain hurts. Which is a good indication, knowing that I had one left. Oh, you know what else I could do? Just thought about it. Let's just not think too much. Let's just sit her down. Where do you get the plastic mounts for the stamps? Like on my circle stamp, with the handle on it bent up. Is that what you mean? Hang on. I get those from Clarity Stamp in the UK if those are the ones you're talking about. If those aren't the ones you're talking about, give me a minute. Give me a moment. Lord, I had enough on the page, didn't I? See how big some of those bits are in there? Hey, Kory. Why is that sticking there at that end? Oh, I'm not a neat stamper. I mean, embosser. As I try not to inhale. Okay. Little heat gun action. Let it get hot off the page. Let me warm up a little bit of that glue too. That didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I need something more stark. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is come back with, are these the handles? Somebody was just asking me about the stamps, the acrylic blocks. These are from Clarity Stamp in the UK. All right, I need something more bold than that. It's there, but it's, see what I mean? It's so fine, you don't. Come on, let's try that again. See what I mean? So I'm going to add, this will be more bold. Where? Up here? Maybe? Maybe off this way. Never overlapped embossing before, so we'll see how this works. Yeah, they're nice. I always think I'm going to get more of those, and then I never get around to it. Come here, deli paper, or as I like to call you, my future toilet paper. Better. See how that clusters right there on the bottom of that? I don't know why it does that. It's dry and it flicks right off. But it, I don't know if there's some kind of static or something in there. It's kind of weird. Hey, Joyce. Okay. Did you see what happened there? My paper picked up a little bit during that little procedure. See that? It must have not liked that heat. All right. And some of it, of course, dribbled on there, but I don't care. I don't mind a little dribble. That's a little bit more stark there. I think I'm going to stop. Not my favorite, I got to tell you. Not my favorite. I don't hate it. I'm going to put a little more heat gun on this sticky glue to try to get that. I'm not going to close the book yet. So remember that trip when you guys go out and download Robyn's PrintAbles. When I get finished, I'll upload all the links under this video. And you'll find them under any video that says Robyn McClendon's Gelli Team title. You'll find all the links under all of those videos, and they'll be in a separate playlist that says hashtag Robyn's Gelli Team. But when you guys do that, don't forget, if you have a, I don't guess it'll work. I don't know if it'll work on a laser printer, but on my inkjet printer, flip a little water on your papers and get another little added layer of grunge in there, right? The toner kind of separates. All right. That was such a simple little page, so stressful. Stop. Stop. Okay, we're going to put that away for now. And put all my little bits away in my little bit box. I needed to go in for a bigger box of bits. And I never did use my tape I made. I will use that on another project. Keep these in my bits to use next time. And that one. All right. I'm going to try these those wooden stamps on my jelly plate for a little bit. I might come back with my little what's that thing called? My foil quill pen, and add a little something here and there. But I want that glue to dry first. All right. Here's where's my cup. Hello. Where are you? How's that possible? I did not move anywhere. no, say it isn't so. Well, that a heck of a note. Okay, we'll just improvise. I don't know if this is going to help at all, but I'll put a little piece of tape over the top to try to keep it from drying completely out until I find my lid. Oh, rude. Okay. All right, let me grab my plate of jelly. Okay. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jerry. Oh, good for you. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to jelly print. Need one of them. And a little bit of paint would help. I'm going to try some of these new paints. I want some black. I like this blue when you use it out there. Oh, and I want to use... Where the hell are they? Huh. You guys just saw me recently use swatch a few colors of Seth's Eyes Ink gels, and here they are. Moses. Oh, here they are. Here's what I was looking for. I have these treasure golds, a couple of Seth things here. And Rachel mentioned she likes the sprays on the plate. Try a couple of those. All right, let's just throw some stuff up here and see what happens. Let's hope for the best. Of course, now I got to crack all these open. Hey, Gail, was that for one pen or for a set, or how many pens was that? $19. Jackie, Vicki was just saying that they have a 20% sale. I'm not sure how long that lasts, which is not as good as 40, but it is a sale. What is this going off? I think this is our alarm. Garage camera. What the hell's going on in the garage? Oh, just a car going by. Cars always turn around in our driveway. Joyce wants to use baby poo ice. I don't have it. I would love to. It was out of stock. You can go over on Rachel's channel, Soul Rain Art, and she demoed Seth's colors, and you can see it in action. It's one of her faves. I watched part of Seth's live today, and I want to get the darker colors that he had of that. But they come out so sheer. I think they'd be cool in a jelly plate, trying to like antique a piece of paper kind of thing. All right, so let's see what we got here. Get a little rearranged. All right. There's some big crusty bits if they pull up at some point. Now, Rachel was saying that these gels, they are really good on the jelly plate for cleaning up your plate. That they're sticky and they really pull everything off. I'm going to try. Of course, these are just jars, so now I got to get a palette knife of some sort to scoop a little paint out. Use one of these. So these are, I got these when Folk Art had their sale for 40% off, and they're the Folk Art Treasure Gold. And these were expensive. They were like $14.99 for this 4-ounce jar, but they were 40% off. So I tried 3 of them. I got Aquamarine, Mayan Gold, and Rose Gold. So we shall try a little bit of this, see what happens. Oops. Ooh, the inside the lid got a little messy there the way I opened it, apparently. Didn't like that. Is this big enough? Small enough? Let's just put a little bit of this down. And let's, for giggles, let's throw down. Oh, this one's, oh, I did open that one too. Let's throw a little bit of this in the mix. This is the Rose Gold. Looks like a lot of paint. All right, move this over. Start making my little washi tape blob over here where I braid her off. And let's mix these up and see what happens. Something under there. Oh, it's my cutting boards underneath of those papers. Let's use these wooden stamps a little bit. Is my camera crooked? Is it just me that's crooked? Hang on a minute. Hold the phone. That's a little better. I'm looking a little cockeyed. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's just let this lift some of the paint off. All right, here's some paper. What's this? This is a little piece of onion skin. It's wooden, Eileen, or are you saying it would make a nice one? I was wondering if that would kind of look like patina-ish. It kind of does a little bit. All right, so there. Layer 1, numero uno. Try a little bit of this. Is it open? We use this in Arizona, so I know it's open. There's a couple blobs of that. And I'm going to use a little bit of this Mayan Gold with this, just for shits and giggles, as we say. There we go. Where did I get what? The wooden stamps? Yeah, they're wooden. They're carved. I got them on Etsy. I think I got them on Etsy. That made a pretty teal kind of color. Let's do, I can't stand it. I'm just going to use it. This is my new set of pictographs coming out when we do the next sale. This will be subtle, but I wanted it kind of subtle. I think I have to look. I got this one. I got this old stamp on Etsy. Right? I don't know if it's one of those wood grain things where you kind of move it as you go, but it's like concentric circles. So I want to try that on here too. And those other ones, I'm sure I got them on Etsy. Oh, look at you. Subtle and shiny. All right, and now I want to while that's still a little damp, I'm going to take this black gold. Is it I figured it was CB, but I never saw one in person, and I thought that the rings were different. They weren't just concentric circles. I want to see if I can get this to shine through the holes of what I just pulled up on the teal. Let's see how this works. What the hell is under there? It's making that go ba-bomb, ba-bomb, ba-bomb. I don't know what that is. Now make me crazy. This is just a piece of deli. Yeah, that's kind of ghostly and shifting of color. Just a little shadow in there, and it's got a green cast to it. It's you guys can see down the bottom. See where that looks green instead of the yellowy bronze at the top. Interesting. Thinking. That's what I do when I think. I'm gonna try a couple of these. They call the label on this said onion skin, but it's tracing paper. They're trying to. It's on Amazon. It doesn't say it on the label here anywhere. It just says tracing paper. But when you see this on Amazon, the cellophane that goes over it, up in here, it says onion skin. It's not onion skin. But we're going to use it anyway. Not bad to copy on, print on. Let's do some of these inks. Now, how did Seth say to do these? To shake them like this? Oh no, I want to do this first. I don't know how do I do it? Just drag it? Oh, that's not going to be good. We'll try it. Oh, yeah. Let me get another color. Who said, was it Z, was it you that had trouble with these on your jelly plate? Jerry, Patty, news. Oh, Jerry, yeah, it's a new stencil. It's not released yet. It'll be coming out on the next stencil sale. But that's my second generation of pictographs, and I'll have stamps that go with that in the not too distant future. Still working on those. So Xandra, I've heard other people say that they've used this. Have any of you guys, was it Debbie? Is she still on that used this on her jelly plate? Somebody used it and said they didn't have any trouble. I wonder if remember you had the trouble with your jelly plate? I wonder if it's around that time that you had that trouble. I have no idea. I know you're supposed to rock it and drag it. Oh, it is coming out kind of wood grainy. Who knew? Well, I knew, but I didn't know that I... Oh, look. All right, let me grab a piece of calligraphy paper and see what that looks like. No, it's the dragonfly glaze. I'm really tempted to try that. Well, let's see what the pull looks like before you get all crazy, CB. Hey, Tam. And this, I don't know which rice paper this is, the calligraphy stuff, but it's really plasticky on the back. Okay. Not so much on there. We'll call that a first layer. Let's do one of these numbers. Oh, these blick paints, they're so hard to, the bottles are hard. Judy, no trouble. I bet that's what it was. That is glittery, that dragonfly glaze stuff, see? I'm going to try it. Well, that goes down really kind of sheer. Gonna have to put a little oil on my squeegee. Oh, rascal. Let's do this in a piece of tracing paper. You have some ideas you can't wait to play with. Would you like to share? The glitterific is so thick you have to use a palette knife. I don't know how thick this is actually, but we're about to find out. Here's a little base layer. It's got a lot of shifting going on down here. Huh. Interesting. Let me see. Which colors do I have that? Let's try this one. This looks like it's... Are right, this one is the Dragonfly Glaze Violet Blue Green Shift. Here goes nothing. And it is, it comes out white. Right? I'm just going to put a little bit on there. And how do I want to pull that? Do I want to pull it through a stencil? Let's just do this. I don't want to get up like that. I just want it to make an impression in the paint. Just to break it up a little bit. Now, let's see if anything happens. The glazes. Which glazes? I don't know which glazes you're talking about. How do I not know this? Are you talking about the color shift ones, Tam? That new set? The Dragonfly I just used. Oh, the art. Yeah, I have those. I do have those. Haven't really played with them yet, though. Which, I mean, I can see the shadows in there. And the gold bits. Huh. All right, let me I'm looking for something that I cannot seem to find. Let's just do something simple like this. Something simple. Let me see. How will that work? I got something in my head. Let's just try it. Let's put this down a little bit thicker this time. I'm going to use a stencil on mine. And I'm going to pick that up on black again. And I want to try to clean the holes. I'm thinking of one of my patina prints. It's not going to be anything like patina. Let's see if I can get a two-tone kind of thing happening here. So I want to try to clean all the paint out of the holes. Ooh. Ivory black. Mine's black. That's a little blacker. Oh, look at that. That's color shifting all over the place. Okay, now I'm going to lift this up. And over that, I'm going to put a light skim of black. Ooh. What part of light skim did you not understand? Of course, that's got my brayer kind of boogered out, but that's all right. Well, Murphy's oil soap. So I'm going to lift some of that off. Just letting the weight of the brayer go over it. I don't think it's taking enough off because I still can't really see the shape. Now they're starting to come up. All right, let's see what we got. This may be a whole lot of nothing, but we're going to try it. Hey, Carrie Ann. Let me peek. Yeah, not so much. That is a no. Let me try something else. Because I will not. I will not be. What did you say in, what was that crazy movie with Glenn Close and Michael Douglas? You know which one I mean. I will not be ignored then. That's what I was thinking about. So let me do this in reverse and using what I'm used to using with that. Let's try these with the PBOs. Let's try. See if I can do one of my old patina prints. And this should want a little thicker coat of paint. So much for my pretty tape. Give me the stencil back again. This would be an easy one to use. Put the stencil down. I'm just going to use something to clean the holes. Get the paint out of the holes. And this might take a couple pulls to do that. But I'm doing it on the deli so I can see through it and see where I need to schmutz it a little bit more. All right. Get that out of there. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty stark black and white print. Let's get some of that on here. Can't hurt that one. All right, now this should pretty much clean the holes out. Yeah, see that? That's pretty good there. So now, what I want to do is drop this over here. And it's still kind of wet under there. That's what I wanted. I'm going to let these... I'm just going to pull off most of this paint. I don't like it to dry that thick in the back of the stencils. Eventually, it'll disrupt the design and it'll make me do something crazy like have to clean them. Try to avoid at all costs. Now, over this, I want to put a little bit of these PBO paints. These are like color shift paints-ish. Right? And that's the green yellow. These are the PBO Dyna colors. See the DYNA? The paint's one color and the mica is another. This one's blue green. Oh, sweet Jesus. The other one was green yellow. Let me just move this. And against black, it really looks cool. Okay. See what it did on black? So now I'm just going to mix these up. Go different directions. And I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want to mess up the black design under that. And now I want to lift off the excess. Just the weight of the roller. Dragging it over. Getting rid of that extra schmutz that won't let me pick it all up. And exposing the design underneath of it. Groovy. Let's use this other piece of tracing paper and see what happens. And sometimes when it works just right and the stars are aligned, It's my new Damien. Hey, Tindaloo. It kind of looks like patinaed copper. Kind of like the patina papers that I make. That same kind of weird turquoisey black, a little green going on in there. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. You'd think it would be pretty consistent, but... And I want it to really pick that all up as much as possible to get the full effect of it. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, ish. Maybe should have been blended a little bit more. These look like little planets. I don't think I ever did it with that stencil before. Maybe I've lost my patina touch. That's not quite how I remembered. That's how I remember doing it, but that's not how I remember it looking all the time. What time is it? 8:46. All right, I'm going to scram at 9. Okay, let's try some of these on the plate. These were the sprays. And you know what? I'm going to use calligraphy paper. Oh, no, I have a single sheet of resume paper. I'm going to use that. That's kind of absorbent too. And we'll see how these work. So I'm doing the Seth roll on these. That song says to mix up the mica. Ooh, pretty. This is looks rose gold, but they call it copper buff. He was saying on his stream today that when the next run of the products, the inks and these, that they'll have the English name and the French name. It's a French company. They're made there, distributed in Europe, and the names didn't exactly translate. It's just because we can. Is that gonna... Oh, this doesn't have any mica in it. That's just the blue. Let's just see what happens. Should I brayer it? Yes. And I know it's going to beat up, but ooh, look at how it's the colors. The color. This might look real watercolory on here. Let's see. Well, see here, Eileen, I am here to broaden your horizons and make your purse more narrow. No idea what that'll look like, but that blue kind of took over the whole thing. It looks like my metallics are piled up in the corner. Oh, look at it all on here. It's like it fell out of the liquid when I brayered it. So let us, what color shift should I use? Gold. Oh, dragonfly. Too much. Come on, Eileen. You can't believe that's too much. I never do too much. Oh, mercy. I always do too much. I'll lose a thumb. Okay. Put that there. I guess that's open. This is one of the color shifts. By Folk Art called Dragon Flash. That's one of the newer colors. I got more of this when Vicki made me spend some money on the Folk Art site. But it was 40% off, so I didn't mind. I appreciated it, actually. So I needed to get some more. Let's get that off there. Let's use this little amoeba-looking thing or whatever. Hell, that just picked up the black instead of dropping off the green. Get off of there. Before I go, remind me, I'll look out on, I will look on Etsy and see if I can find the link where I got those 2 stamps. Actually, I got 3 there. I have to show you the other one. I wasn't going to do it, but, oh, God. Lord mercy, I'm all jacked up. Sandra, are you still on? Oh, hey, Mary. I did not use Daddy Vans. Make the tissue invisible. Oh, yeah, when I did the tissue, yes, it was Daddy Vans. I did not use any tonight. I'm sorry, I misheard the question. Oh, look at that. Oh, Mama, I like that one. Look how that gold laid in there from that spray. Where it's like the mica settled when I picked up the liquid on that resume paper. Probably because it was so absorbent. But look at that. Oh, and I love this stamp. I like both of those, but this one here, I really like that. So, hang on. This is how my stamps got delivered in these cute little bags. But Sandra, look at this one. That sounds like it might be right, Jackie. Tally Boutique. I think that is right. I want to make sure Sandra saw that. It's still in the bag because it's being shipped to New Jersey soon. There's your surprise. I can't stand it. I used to always go Christmas shopping early, and then I'd show everybody everything and have to go back out and get more surprises. Yeah, I know. So let me look real quick. You're welcome. Hang on, let me have a little look-see over on Etsy. Oh, shit. Come on. Purchases. Yes, Tally Boutique. Hang on, I'll give you the link. All right, come back over here. Drop it in there. There's the link to the wooden stamps that I got. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. It's 5 minutes before. Can you be a moderator? Oh, of course you can. I let everybody moderate. Yeah, they had a lot of nice ones out there. Get the one that looks like wood grain. That was from an Etsy shop that they just had it. It was an antique one, a vintage one that they had, but that was out there too. Hang on, I'll tell you. I'm not sure who that was, but bye. Hang on. Go back. Purchases. Vintage by LaFontaine is where I got that one. Now, I don't know if she'd ever have anything again like that. She said it was something really cool that she held on to it for a while and then finally listed it. So I think it's a one-off. But Eileen, we can negotiate if we run out of toilet paper. Give me a contact. Really? Come on. Yeah, we can negotiate when we run out of, when I start using the curtains. But I like, you know what? I'm going to do one more. Hang on. I can't stand it. I really like how that turned out. Now, what did I do? I sprayed the metallics on the plate, right? Let's do another one. Spray the metallics on the plate. And I think the mica is just dropping down. Gravity is kind of separating it, I think. I'm going to try it on a different kind of paper and see what happens there. And I used a little bit of blue, so we'll just do that. Because we did and we can. And then, now that time I used resume paper to pick, and it picked up all the blue and left the gold in the plate. Now the rice paper is pretty absorbent as well. So let's just do it. Blend those up a little bit. And let's plop her down. See, a lot of the blues coming up. And look, I see that little image of that little, I don't know, amoeba. What's it look like? I think I see more gold coming up with this one. Oh yeah, see, now this picked up more of the gold. Which is not a bad look either. I can see little shadows of that stamp in there. See the little faint circles through there. All right, but look. But wait, there's more. Look at you, lover. All right, I'm gonna do it again. I got spray all over my new bottles here. Oh, I'm over enthusiastic at times. All right. Is that all I did was put the dragon flash on there, right? And then took my little amoeba. I don't know. Is that, I don't even know what the right terminology is for this thing, but I like it. All right, and then this is calligraphy paper. Let's see what happened. Oh, I see my little circles underneath of there. You can use hand sanitizer and keep shapes in the beads. And the beads of the ink. Mary, the beads where it's beads up on the plate, you mean? You can use hand sanitizer to keep shapes in the beads. I'm not following you because I've never heard that before, but it's very interesting. Did you guys see the videos where in Italy and in the cities at 6 o'clock every evening, people come out of hang out of their windows and come out on their balconies and they all sing either the national anthem or a designated song or have a standing ovation and applause for the healthcare workers and first responders. I did it again. Fuck. How cool is that? Oh, Mom, I like you. That's on, so this is on resin. Well, this is on calligraphy paper too. Oh, this had just more, oh, you know what it is? See those little black bits in there? That's from that patina print I pulled before, and it picked those up. So that's why that looks a little bit different. Plus I used a circle stamp. Rachel, I saw your question. I put the link in. It's what was that, guys? Tally? Hang on, I'll drop it in one more time. Purchases. Tally Boutique. Come on. This new, my new Mac has a really big keypad, and I cannot get used to having to go so far to the right to highlight something. I have it set so I can use the right and left part of my key. Yes, the sanitizer will keep the ink and H2O paints wherever you want to. Put the sanitizer down first and place the pig. Oh, okay. Will evaporate, leaving the color. Interesting. Yeah, and Kim was saying hand sanitizers in hot demand. That's for sure. But these are cool. I'll be doing that again. But I like the mica does drop out of that when it sits on the plate like that. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, kids. I think I'm going to call it. I'll be working from home again this week. That was not because of my foot. That's because of our company trying to keep us all safe, which I appreciate. Although I will have cabin fever. I'm a social person. I like to go to work and see everybody. But plenty of time for that. So I will not complain. We are good. We have enough food and supplies, I believe, to last as hopefully as long as this needs to. And thank God nobody that I know personally has been affected by the virus yet, and I hope it stays that way. I hope all these actions that everybody's taken across the world will try to contain it and slow the spread. So let's all say a prayer for it. And, you know, it is what it is. We got to deal with it. As I watch my 401k plummet as I turn 63 years old in a couple weeks. Probably never to recover again, but that's another subject for another day. So I'm just going back over showing you some of these before I hit the end stream button. Couple shadows. I like the patina-ish coloration of that. I think this is my favorite for the night. Oops, where am I? I do believe. So cool. So when you go out and empty out her shop from the stamps, tell her I said hey. I know, Kim. I am not alone in that one, sadly. Did I hear that right? That CB's going streaking to entertain the neighbors during the social distancing? Oh, my water went down. Went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, I don't be a pastor. I've been known for a good moon, too. Well, I've mooned. Whether it's good or not, it's left open to opinion. And sadly, I do believe I know that opinion. Oh, and here's our page. I may come back and do a little gold foil. It's not enough shiny on there for me. So I'm probably going to do a little scripty here, a little something up here. I don't know what. But we'll see. I'm going to think on it. So there we go, kids. Calling it a night. I will see you maybe one evening this week, since I'll be looking for something to occupy my mind. And this may end up being tape. That's kind of cool. To put some, have to emboss on there. Ew. And let it dry. Still needs black splatters. On my page, I haven't splattered anything in a long time, other than made that piece wet down at the bottom so the toner kind of beat it up. Scare the neighbors. That's one way to keep them off the street, CB. All right, you bunch of knuckleheads. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you soon. Stay safe. Stay healthy.